it to her, and then that's it. Okay, that was the first one that I really gave her. That's the name, the cue, and the reward. Must follow. Now, sometimes you'll go, Daphne, come in. No, it can't be that way. It's Daphne, come, and follow through to get her to come. If you can't, you walk away cussing, and you wait for the next opportunity. It can work a number of different ways. Okay, all that is good love, but not the, the training is that, what I gave you before. That's the beginning of recall. Recall is very tough. It's the hardest thing we really do in the beginning. Think about them outside in the park and you're trying to call them and they're never going to come. So, okay, it all happened. That was really successful. Okay, and it's that same excited Daphne with the come. Sit. She's still a little skittish. So that's also adolescence and babyhood. So let's reconsider her when you see her in with other dogs in that situation. What happens first? The bark or a shake or try and get away?
She'll do a little bit of a whimper, and she'll back up, and then.
So that's
she'll
fear.
like me.
That's fear.
Yeah.
That's the fear emotion.
Yeah.
It's of course one of the basic emotions. I try and look at everything through the emotional world of the system.
I mean, it used to be like cry, crazy, run away, but now it's a slower kind of whimper and then hide behind me.
Okay, and she's on the ground when that happens and she hides behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if they were to keep coming closer to her, then she tries to run out, and pull it out of her
Okay.
collar.
Have you ever held her down to another dog?
No.
Okay. Normally, when they meet each other, they don't like to be face on, and of course that's what we always do. They like to be walking side to side, either at a distance where they don't react and they don't pay much attention, and then you start lessening the distance until eventually they become more comfortable at a certain distance. Then you can even have them walk in the same direction together, and then eventually, without them sort of noticing it, they sort of are free to sniff one another, and they've already formed opinions on one another because of the body language and the smells and the sounds that they hear coming from them. They make sighs and breathing that we don't hear, that they hear, that tells them about the other dog and how the other dog is feeling about them.
That's funny because just the other day, the one dog got about 10 feet close. She started crying, and then they passed, and then another lady came out with a bigger dog. It was a poodle, and she started coming towards us, and she's like, I've never seen you with a puppy before. And I explained the situation, and then I said, she's a little apprehensive about other dogs, and she's like, don't worry, this one is blind and deaf, and doesn't even know that we're going past her. And she did not bark or cry or anything.
She knew right away. Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
That's an example of what I just said.
Yeah.
They have all the information they need about the other dog.
Yeah.
So when they're being apprehensive or pulling away, they have a reason. Most of it based on the fact that they're unable to get away because of fight or flight. They're on a leash. So a lot of their reactions are forced by that situation.
Okay.
And that's part of reactivity.
Yeah. And the first dog we saw was a pretty docile dog. It wasn't coming up at her. The owner just had her sit, but she just didn't want to get any closer than 10 feet.
Well, that's her reaction zone. That's what I call a reaction zone. So when we take her, we'll sort of test all that. We'll see how she responds to it. And of course, the more they're exposed to it, the better they get at it. But again, I don't see her as a dog that we're going to take you know, out to daycare to play, you know, or to the dog park.
No.
Just seeing her from this view, and Ken, can you get over here with her? I want you to get her. This is one of her glamour shots over here. If you could see her just lying down, try and stay away. If you can get around front, so you get a front picture of her, but try and stay away out of her reaction zone to you. You're moving very slowly and good, which is really nice. And she's not bad. She's a little lion dog, you know. She's got this big fur around her head. You like to chew that? See? Okay, now you saw. She definitely has her feelings about that. Come here, baby girl. Don't you pay attention to him. You don't pay attention to him. He doesn't. He's not even here. All right. Good girl. What a good girl. So I will just go to. Yeah, that's a good girl. See if you can get all the way around, Ken. She's got such a great face. What? Here.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Sit. Good girl. See how that's able to get her out of that? Down. Don't look for the treat. Down. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Up. Down. Come on. Down. I knew I was coming to see you today. I was all excited. Somebody asked me what's my favorite breed to train.
Mm-hmm.
Pomeranian. No doubt. Right? Want to go on the road with me? I have to teach you a lot of things. Well, I think your mommy just wants you to be the best companion you can be, and I think you already are. We just can't ruin it. Yeah?
Yeah, I just want her well behaved,
She, I mean,
Yeah.
that's your problem.
Well, she has her naughty streaks, let me tell you.
Well, what is it that you want from her that you think I can?
Well, I don't know why she thinks when we get in bed that it's time to gnaw on me.
Okay, that's very simple.
Okay.
You are her chew toy.
I am, for about
Okay,
2 hours
because-
at night.
okay.
My hands are raw.
Okay, well, that has to stop. That's puppy behavior that we need to stop.
Okay.
And the way we stop it is a number. We first look at the basis of it. The basis of it is it's her bed and you're in it. Therefore, she's able to do whatever she wants to do. It's a compromise of your leadership. Okay, of her sleeping at the foot of your bed on the ground, you being the leader. But now that she's in the top spot up on the bed, it's her bed. They don't make the distinction. Okay? So now you have a choice. Your choice is to provide her with a nice little bed right next to your bed where she can go in. Oh, look how sad you got. It's a shame I can't get you on camera, I'm serious. Because you're showing all the emotion that I want people to see when I talk to them like this.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand dogs. And when I talk to them like this, they're shaking their head yes, and I want a camera on them shaking yes. And so that people can understand that what I'm saying is true. That I'm not a dog mentalist for nothing. That I know what's going on.
Does your dog sleep in bed with you? Yeah, see.
I'm a little stricter. Like
Do you mind being on camera?
Huh?
Do you mind being on camera?
You want me on camera? I don't know if you want me, but
I do. She's asking Ken, when she asks a question, I want you to flash on her. When I answer, flash on me, okay? So, can you Ken, can you flash the camera on her and she's going to ask me a question?
Well, I don't know.
I'm making like I don't know. I don't even remember what you asked me, but I know she
I
asked
asked her if her dog
me. All right,
sleep
wait,
with
you
her.
got that? You on?
You can hear it anyways.
All right.
Yes, my dog sleeps in bed.
And you wanted to ask me about Or you wanted to tell me something?
No,
You're stricter.
I'm stricter. Like, I'll play for a little bit. When I say no, it's no, and I just completely ignore it. To me, it's all in the tone. So you're very sweet, you're very soft-spoken. So if you want her to listen to you, you have to deepen your tone so that she knows that you're not playing anymore. Like, no, bring a deeper voice in so she recognizes the softer tone and the harder tone.
Very good. There's definitely a spot for you. We're gonna have your tips for the day. If you don't mind, right? Just giving us little tips like this.
No.
Okay. All right. So, Renee, it was a very good answer. I will adopt that answer, as we say in the legal profession. I adopt the answer of my colleague Renee, and you have to have a special tone with your dog, Anne.
I get an angry tone, but apparently it's not deep enough.
No,
Very
it's
soft
not.
spoken.
I get
Wait.
frustrated.
Renee had an answer for that. Go ahead.
You have a very soft-spoken voice, so what you have to do is like dig deep within and like really be angry. And you know what? You're not gonna have to do it in the beginning. It feels horrible. It's like with a kid. You feel horrible reprimanding your kid, but it only takes a couple times where they hear that deep tone, and then they're like, oh my God, I don't want to upset her. Last thing a dog wants to do is upset you. So the minute they see that they're upsetting you, it stops. It literally stops.
We can't see Anne's reaction, but she's looking quite surprised. Do you mind if we show that little reaction real quick, Anne?
That's fine, I don't care.
So I've been keeping you out, so.
All right, so I think, once again, Renee is providing you good advice.
Yeah.
You have the dogs understand tone, they don't understand words. Therefore, you have to use a different tone. I don't even agree with allowing her to play with you at all like that, because she doesn't understand that it's something she shouldn't do. You're just telling her at this moment you don't want her to do, and that works.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty good during the day. She doesn't do it at my
Well,
parents
that's
a
not,
little bit.
it's not that she's good during the day, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
This is her time to jack you around, okay? And she's able to do it. At that time, it's like when you get on the phone. First thing the kids do is start yelling and screaming and running around because you're occupied. So now you're in the bed, your head's on the pillow, you're a perfect target. So you have to mean business a little bit more. That doesn't mean be mean or be rough. It just says that's it. And the most important thing she says, and that's it. I don't do anything else with her. She's ignored.
Ignore. Like, I cage trained. So when they did things that I didn't want, I put them in the cage. And in the beginning,
We
they
call it a
cried.
crate. It sounds better.
What is that? Crate.
Crate. Yeah, it sounds better.
They would cry, and it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling, but it didn't last long.
She's much better to look at than me. Whenever you get a chance to splash on it.
It doesn't
splash
last
on
long.
it.
So, persistent. It's just like with a kid, persistence. Like, you have to show her your boss.
Oh, I don't know about that one now. See,
Well,
she is. You don't
meaning-
have to show him your boss. You have to be boss.
That's what I mean. Like,
Alright, okay,
I'm not feeding into you.
Right,
You're not,
right.
you could sit here and do this to me
Exactly.
all you want,
Exactly.
but it's my way. I'm the boss. No,
Well,
I'm
you
not
just
gonna.
have to do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to say. See, dogs don't understand what we say in the sense they understand the tone, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So you say it one time, and that's it. That's the strength of being a leader. You only have to say it one time.
And
You don't have to
stick
be a
to it.
boss. You're a leader.
Mhm.
Because the boss, it's a little too strident. It's a little too hard being a boss. When you're working with a dog that you love, you know this is a love relationship. You think of yourself as the boss because you pay. You pay for behavior you want. That's how I'm giving you my dog mentalism. This dog knows she's looking at her mommy. Her mommy is the giver of everything good. Okay, as a giver of everything good. I want to catch the interplay between you
That's
two
fine.
because it's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. This is what I'm hired. This is why she hired me, so I could engender this relationship and not her being pushed around all the time, picked up to get what they want. She gets what she wants from this dog just because the dog has been groomed and trained through positive rewards. It doesn't know fear and anxiety. She's taking fear and anxiety away from the dog. From the day I came over, that's what I stressed to her, for her to allow her to relax on her own, to lay at her feet, and that's what she's getting ready to do. Mommy's playing with her, which is good, but she's being just like, I'm here. She's gonna get a little more used to the camera. Maybe you got a career, I'm telling you. I think, if you can you get close up? Are you getting close-ups of this dog?
Yeah.
You gotta get close-ups on that face. This is too cute. She's too cool for school.
I'll videotape her tonight when she's
I wish you
biting
would.
me in bed.
You should. I'm telling you, the more video I get of her, the more I'm gonna use of
The
her.
more
Because
I tell her no, the more she
I told you
attacks me
never
more.
to use the N-word. That's called the N-word. It has no meaning. If you're just using no, 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 it becomes a lost meaning.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
So what
right
we
now.
have to do is divert her. We divert her. We have a whole thing of toys over there. They squeak. We gotta get squeak toys. And then you
She
toss
wants
it.
nothing to do with those when she's in bite mom mode.
Okay, well we have to get. There are other things when we go to
I mean, her
Pet
favorite
Smart.
thing is that antler.
Well, yeah, the antler because it's but you don't have a squeak toy.
There is. There's a
One?
sweet toy in there. That white and gray thing. What's that? There's this one that squeaks too.
Okay, squeaks they're the main thing. We're gonna get. I would like you to get 3 balls, squeaky balls, small from Con. You can get them online, or if you see them over at but 3 of them. You need 3. I wanted to teach her how to fetch. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's an interactive game. Remember, I like this is interactive. Oh, we were
She'll
gonna do
take
this.
those little balls that I have in there and she'll throw them, but
Yeah,
she
but
doesn't
we
go
want
after
them to
them.
squeak. We want to make them more exciting.
Okay.
Where's her
That was
tornado?
her.
Oh, no. What do we do with it? Okay. Come here, baby girl. Let's see you do this. Look, she can't even look.
Look at it. Treaty time. Oh, I can't talk to you right now.
You should.
Little baby.
No, because.
She said, I've done this before.
Well, she knows they're in there. So she knows how to move them around. We'll get her to do that.
First time I did it, I had yogurt drops in there, and those didn't work, but these smell, so she knows there's treats in there.
I took this out just to get her started for the first time. Treating it like this is the first time she played with it. She smells the other ones underneath. That's the way she did it before, probably, from the bottom up. And she's trying to move it, but it doesn't move. That's why the bones are there. And now she's getting it. She'll use her paws. She just also makes them more curious to figure things out, to use their paws, use their nose. That's to help create what we call super puppies. Where they have to think. It's a game that makes them think. So after she figures this out, then after she's done it a couple times, then you put this one on the top. See, right now we're making it easy. She should be able able to figure out the first one like she did it before without the bone in it. If she would get all these off, put it in the right position, I'll help her, but she used her paw that time to start it.
That'll keep her busy for hours.
Not hours. She
No, what happens is she does it like this for a half hour or an hour or whatever you say, and then the next time she does it a little faster, and then after a couple of days you have it and they do it in 10 minutes or 5 minutes. That's why it's so funny to watch in the beginning, that they have no idea what they're doing, but how they learn how to do it.
The first time I did it, I didn't have the little bones in there, and she went in and cleaned it out real fast. I'm like, okay, she just had like 12 treats. She figures it out because she can
I
smell.
usually tell my clients to just wait until I get there, because that's what they always do. They never want to put the bones in there. But
What are you doing?
I didn't even know that Ann had ordered it. And then you can always just toss one in there again and get it back into it. I guess I missed.
There's still some in there.
Yeah, they're still in there. Those are in there. He just doesn't want to work. You get it. See, that's how she's working. That's when they start to work. They start using their paws to dig. So you can work with this at your leisure.
Okay.
Did you want to get over, like I said, I want to keep track of time.
Are we on the 10?
What time is it? Almost 10, you said?
11.
11.
22.
Oh, yeah. I got here at 10:20, right?
I didn't pay
Yeah, it was
attention.
about that.
So we could drive over to, the forum is right outside the development. You just go to the right.
To tell you the truth, I mean, if you want to stay for the half hour and do it another time, or the 40 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, wait, I'm here till 20 after, and it's 20 after now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we have an hour.
You want to stay with an hour? And
Yeah.
I think like we should probably, meet at the, because I
Yeah,
think she
yeah.
gets tired now where she's
Yeah.
going to be, like when we were at the mall, she
Okay.
got at towards the end,
That's fine.
wore out.
That's fine. Like I said, if we do that another time. It might be a good idea for your folks to, where I just observe and just say, listen to him. He's just gonna watch you and listen and not say much. But where then I can just report back to you. Let you know what they're doing with him.
Well, they don't.
They don't do anything with her?
No.
Okay.
So take her out. Yeah, see, she doesn't like the tripod.
Oh, she's selling all this stuff on it.
The tripod.
Yeah, she doesn't like the tripod. We knew that right away. What are you doing? Come! And you do this, you play hide and go seek. Come! Come! Daphne, come! What's she doing, looking?
Yep.
So you play hide and seek. You get her interested in you. She's too young for recall. Yep. She's not ready. She has to want me bad enough. She doesn't want me that bad.
what you do. But right now, she's a little, her home. I think that's it for her.
Yeah, she's back in her closet.